Welcome to the NFL NBA Rectable. I'm your host, Alan Wu.
And my name is Kevin Dana, and we're not really sitting at a round table. This is a rectangle table, hence the name Rectable.
Yeah, so pretty much we're just going to be talking about various news stories in the world of football and basketball. So, first off, we have a lot of player movement in the NBA involving the Golden State Warriors. It started last Thursday when free agent Kelenna Azubuike signed an offer sheet with the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, he's a restricted free agent, so the Warriors have 1 week to decide whether or not they want to match the Clippers' offer. And then last Saturday, the Warriors officially signed Ronny Turiaf from the Los Angeles Lakers, another restricted free agent, and the Lakers decided not to match the deal. And then on Sunday, Matt Barnes signed a free agent 1-year veteran minimum deal with the Phoenix Suns. So Kevin, let's start off with Kelenna Azubuike's deal. How do you think this affects both teams?
Well, as much of an Azubuike fan as I am, I really like this move for the Clippers and the Warriors. Starting off with the Warriors, you get a chance to play Bellinelli some more, and he showed signs last year, not only in Summer League, but in the regular season, signs that he could be a big scorer for this team. He can put up 30 points a game like he did against Memphis. And for the Clippers, I think they get a scorer as well, a guy who can put up 15, 20 if he gets the minutes.
Yeah, at first I was really afraid of this because Azubuike, he did a lot of good things for the Warriors in these past couple of years. But like you mentioned, in order to get that younger talent like Marco Bellinelli some more playing time, there's going to have to be some sort of give and take. And we'll see whether or not the Warriors match it, but he might be the odd man out in that rotation.
He definitely will. We've broken down the lineup. They already have a nice little 10-man, two guys at each position roster without Azubuike,
right.
And barring injury, should be good to go.
Yeah, and so one of those guys that fills out the 10-man roster is Ronny Turiaf, who the Warriors have now officially brought in. What do you think of this move? I mean, he played some minutes as a backup with the Lakers, showed a lot of signs of being a good low-post presence, but do you think that's going to pan out with the Warriors?
I think it definitely is going to pan out with the Warriors because they don't really have much low-post toughness. Biedrins has really been anchoring that defense. He doesn't really have anyone down there who is going to defend or someone who's going to body a post player up like Turiaf will, and he's going to get down and physical down there in the post.
Yeah, but the only concern I have about that is how he's really going to work into that rotation. Do you think he's really going to be able to fit in with everything? Because another guy, Brandon Wright, he's going to need minutes as well going into his second season, just like Bellinelli. I'm afraid that's going to hinder his development.
It could, but you have two spots to play with down there at the post. You have Biedrins and probably Harrington starting at the power forward. Word is that they're not going to move him.
Yeah.
So you bring out that second unit. You have Turiaf and Brandon Wright coming in as your 4 or 5 down there, giving you minutes in the second quarter and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and so this last one, Matt Barnes, a big fan favorite in the Bay Area after his role in the playoff season in 06-07. Moving to the Phoenix Suns. I really like this move for the Phoenix Suns. I really feel like he adds some depth to that roster, especially after losing Sean Marion. They needed some help at the small forward position. He gives them some athleticism. And, unfortunate as it is, he just didn't really have a good year last year with the Warriors. Had some trouble getting over the death of his mother early on. But, he could contribute, but as we already mentioned, he already was the odd man out on the Warriors, so he didn't really have a place there.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Alan. Not much of a chance, not much of a spot for him on this Warriors roster. As much as I love Matt Barnes, I have an orange 22 jersey Matt Barnes, but not going to be there anymore, and they really just didn't have room for him on that roster. Coming in now with Anthony Randolph, who can play that small forward position, and he didn't have that good of a year last year, like you mentioned.
Yeah. All right, well, that's it for our first post. Tune in next time when we'll be talking more about football and basketball.